Ladies and gentlemen, please rise.
Please rise for the arrival of our VVIPs.
Yes, we will welcome them with a round of applause as well, so we can have a high energy as well to following and joining the
Yes,
conference.
please.
Please give a round
Big
of
hand for our
applause.
VVIP.
Ladies and gentlemen, to the Assistant Director of FBI, Mr. Jason Kaplan. Good morning and welcome.
And International President FBI National Academy Associate Asia Pacific Chapter 2025, Mr. William Carbone.
As well as to the President of FBI National Academy Associates Asia Pacific Chapter 2025, Brigadier General Ratno Kunchoro.
That is the way how Balinese
Very enthusiastic to welcome everyone, of course. And this is also representing our enthusiasm, our high energy for our conference. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now please kindly rise.
For the national anthem of Indonesia.
We will now singing the national anthem of Indonesia, Indonesia Raya.
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, the Indonesian National Police would like to thank the FBI for the opportunity to host the 2025 FBI National Academy Associate Asia Pacific Chapter Conference.
And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, we are also very proud to present to you the strategic role of Indonesian National Police in law enforcement and also security stability, as well as serving the public here in Indonesia. Please enjoy the video.
The Indonesian National Police, or known as INP, has issued regulation of the Chief of the Indonesian National Police No. 5 of 2019 concerning amendments to regulation of the Head of the Republic of Indonesia State Police No. 6 of 2017, concerning organizational structure and work procedures at the headquarters level of the Republic of Indonesia State Police. INP is organized from the central level to the regional and territorial levels under a centralized command structure based at the Indonesian National Police Headquarters. In order to ensure public safety and order, INP is reinforced by more than 466,923 members distributed across 34 regional police offices and 510 sub-regional police offices covering the entire archipelago. INP serves as a robust guardian and protector of the nation, committed to fulfilling its promises and oaths. The recruitment process for INP is characterized by fairness, transparency, accountability, and a humanistic approach, nurturing prospective public servants who are the chosen children of the nation, directly involved as pillars of law enforcement, a well-educated and trained state apparatus. INP's duties encompass safeguarding, nurturing, and serving the community. The enforcement of the law in this nation serves as motivation for INP to work professionally in safeguarding its citizens from various criminal activities such as riots, drug abuse and trafficking, economic and financial crimes, terrorism, as well as maintaining international peace, including protection from cybercrimes that trouble the populace. The advancements in technology and the growth of mass and social media have brought INP to face not only real-world criminal acts but also the potential for cybercrimes. INP endeavors diligently to combat fake news and cybercrimes. Various threats can emerge through these global media platforms. INP is equipped with various technologies that support its operations and undergoes modernization in every aspect to address the challenges of the digital world that have permeated society. As a state instrument, INP is present on every island throughout Indonesia. All these personnel bear the responsibility of maintaining security and order for more than 278 million Indonesian citizens. With a ratio of 1 INP member to approximately 560 individuals in the community, INP is confronted with the demand to work exceptionally hard in fulfilling its duties and functions. To maintain the quality of its performance, INP has internal oversight and disciplinary enforcement to ensure that its personnel work professionally, objectively, transparently, and accountably. INP also actively participates in various humanitarian tasks in the name of humanity, such as assisting victims of natural disasters and accidents. INP is present in all layers of society, nurturing and building harmonious relationships, with the common goal of safeguarding security and order. The entire performance and dedication of INP to the community represents the efforts of the police force as servants of the nation in achieving the INP vision of precision, predictability, responsiveness, and transparent justice.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we are here in Bali, allow us to greet you all in the Balinese way of Om Swastiastu, which is a prayer that means may health and prosperity always upon us.
Yes. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Namo Buddhaya.
Salam kebajikan.
Salam sejahtera untuk kita semua, and a very good morning to everyone, and welcome to the 2025 FBI National Academy Associates Asia Pacific Chapter Conference, hosted by the Indonesian National Police, the FBI, and the FBI National Academy Alumni Association Indonesian Section, in close collaboration with the FBI NAA Asia Pacific Chapter. And may we get a round of applause, please, to our event.
And before we move forward to enjoy our sessions, how we fly today from this room, allow me to introduce our distinguished VVIP guests and participants. First, the representative of the Chief of the Indonesian National Police, represented by Deputy Regional Police of Bali, His Excellency Brigadier General Police Ikomang Sandi Arsana. Thank you. FBI Assistant Director, Mr. Jason Kaplan and Mrs. Kaplan. International President of FBI NAA, Mr. William Carbon.
Also, the President of FBI NAA Asia Pacific Chapter 2025, Brigadier General Ratno Kuncoro. The Chief of the PNTL, or the Police National Timor-Leste.
The representative.
Yes, correct. And then also several high-ranking officials from 29 countries and more than 200 international delegates that joining us here in person in Bali.
And more than 200 international delegates, yeah?
Correct. So today we will continue our program, right?
Yes, and we will hear remarks from our distinguished leaders representing the FBI National Academy Associate, the FBI, and the Indonesian National Police.
Correct. And this messages is of course to welcome and also as our gratitude for your support. And this will also set the tone of our conference. And before we proceed to the opening session for the 2025 FBI National Academy Associates Asia Pacific Chapter Conference.
On that note, we are honored to now hear the welcome speech from President FBI National Academy Associates Asia Pacific Chapter 2025, His Excellency Police Brigadier General Ratno Kuncoro.
Cek. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi, salam sejahtera untuk kita sekalian. Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan. Good morning, everybody. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I have to read because I don't want to spend hours to make speech. I'm good in singer, not a speaker. First of all, let us express our gratitude to Almighty God. For it's by His grace that we are able to gather here today for the FBI National Academy Associate Pacific Chapter Conference 2025, held from August 17 and 22nd at the Hotel Hyatt Nusa Bali. I am truly delighted and deeply moved by the presence of all these distinguished guests at today's opening ceremony. May this conference provide us with greater knowledge, valuable exchange of experience, and equally important, stronger professional network. Before I continue, allow me to introduce our distinguished VVIP guests and participants, as already mentioned by the MC. The representative of Chief INP, Chief INP currently have a very busy schedule at Jakarta, and the FBI Assistant Director, Mr. Jason Kaplan, International President of FBNA, Mr. William Carbon, and Mrs. Pilis. Yeah. Asia Pacific Chapter boarding members, Deslasi, where are you? Oh yeah. Applause for Deslasi for having us because he is the one who always organized any conference in the last decade. Last 2 decades. More than 240 international delegates coming to Bali from 31 different countries. more than 50-something Indonesian participants coming from related ministry, TNI, military, and police, regional police. We have 36 regional police, they are here, and also representative from police unit at the SQ. We also recognize the attendance of Ambassador Umar Hadi on General Petrus Kolose. He is the most senior NX from Indonesia attended in this opening ceremony. Thank you, sir. And let's say Deputy Chief of Bali Police. Well, that's Mr. Dharma Pangrekun. How are you, sir? And ladies and gentlemen, the Indonesian Police is honored to host this year's chapter conference, especially as it comes after 17 years. 2008, we had our last conference in Bali in Nusa Dua. It was a great success also. We will welcome all participants, including delegates, as I mentioned before. We would like to express our appreciation to the FBI and the FBI National Academy for their unwavering support to the Indonesian Police. The collaboration is vital in strengthening our capacity to address transnational crime. Indonesia, since 1975, has been invited, one police officer sent to Quantico, 1975, but he would come for today. The FBI have provided opportunity for selected Indonesian police personnel to attend the prestigious program at the FBI National Academy in Quantico, Virginia, United States. To date, we probably count almost 41, composing from 38 Indonesian police officers and 3 from Indonesian Corruption Eradication Commission. So thank you for the FBI and the FBI National Academy for giving us opportunity to be trained there in Quantico. We also extend our gratitude to our partner nation, as well as the Indonesian Armed Forces, government ministries, agencies, the business, private sector, for their continuous collaboration with the Indonesian National Police, which is supporting us to commence our duty in maintaining public order and peace, protecting and serving our communities, and enforcing the law. This conference is also enriched by the presentation, which FBI used all resources possible to invite credible presenter discussing related to critical global security issues. This includes infrastructure security, cybercrime, digital forensic, online fraud, artificial intelligence, the threat of weapons of mass destruction, nuclear security, drone-related threats, public security, private security, detail how the relationship between the military and the law enforcement and also with the community. And yes, the new threat, not the new threat actually, the Indonesian already decided to have a new law effective from January 1st, 2026, to have a new criminal code. Two of the items added for the new one is about sabotage and espionage. So we are hoping that from this conference we could improve our capability to investigate that kind of cases, and we should learn from the United States and also from our country, friendship country, any country who come to this conference. In particular, we are honored for the presentation we will have online by the chairman of Commission 3 of Indonesian House of Representatives, Mr. Habibur Rahman. with the topic of the best practice between the law enforcement agencies and the legislative, you know. And this is a very important issue, you know, because it will explain the importance how we should improve our relationship with the legislative body, because they are the lawmaker and the law enforcement just to implement the law. So finally, I would like to express our heartfelt appreciation to both our international and national sponsors, whose generous support has made the conference possible. Their contribution ensure that our program can proceed smoothly, successful, and with meaningful benefit, not only for the international community, but especially for my beloved country, Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, with the spirit of collaboration, mutual learning, and shared commitment, I wish you all a productive and memorable conference. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Wassalamualaikum.
Thank you so much, Brigadier General Ratno Kunchoro. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Brigadier General Ratno Kunchoro already explained to us the strong partnership with FBI and also FBI National Academy for the unwavering support, for the strong relationship and also partnership that will strengthen, of course, our collaborations and also enhance our capacity to fight against the transnational organized crimes and also other essentials issues. Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, this morning we will now move on to hear another beautiful speech as well as a welcome remarks. So please kindly welcome with a round of applause the International President, FBI National Academy Associates Asia Pacific Chapter 2025, Mr. William Carbon.
Good morning. Thank you. On behalf of the FBI National Academy Associates and National Academy Board, thank you for having us here today. It's a great opportunity. Some of you know, most of you don't know, I was only sworn in 3 weeks ago as the national president, and this is my first conference. I can't tell you how nice it is to be here and how much fun my wife and I have been having visiting your nation. Distinguished guests, distinguished delegates, honored guests, and esteemed colleagues from across Asia and from around the world, welcome to Bali. As an international president of the FBI National Academy Associates, it's both my honor and privilege to address this gathering today. We are unified not just by representatives of our respective agencies and nations, but as members of a truly global society, connected by our dedication to leadership, partnership, and service in the pursuit of safety, justice, and peace. And yes, the boardroom and the yellow brick road. I wish to extend my heartfelt gratitude for the enduring support of the FBI National Academy Associates by the Asia Pacific chapter, and especially General Kachko. The National Academy started in 1935 and currently stands at 57,000 graduates. Under 14,000 are currently active. That represents 1% of everyone in law enforcement since 1935. 4,500 of those graduates are international law enforcement officers like yourselves. We celebrate our 90th anniversary this year as an association. We also are here to congratulate Indonesia in its celebration of its 80th year of independence. We both share a common bond, unity in diversity. We are unified by the diversity of our nations and of our association. I want to thank the Asia Pacific chapter for the hard work, and I would like to especially thank Tommy Winata of the AG Network, Arthur Graffin Network, for his tremendous support and his love of law enforcement, and for the officers who conduct it. Let's remember those officers that are out on patrol right now, keeping us safe, our military who are forwardly deployed, and thank you very much for having me come here today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. William Carbon.
And I do really like to cite what he already mentioned.
Yeah.
Just the same with us, unity in diversity. So all of us are unified in our passion and also by our organization.
Indeed.
Yes.
And let me inform you one thing. Yesterday we were having yellow brick activities, and some Indonesian, they asked me, "Sir, can I have photo with this gentleman?" I say, "Who?" "Bruce Willis." I say, "Which one?" And I asked him, "Oh, that is the younger brother of Bruce Willis." Big hand for Mr. William Carbon. Thank you. All right. So we move forward. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, there's outstanding individual in this world. You are here to make things happen. So let's go together and enjoy and listen to the speech, remarks from Mr. Jason Kaplan.
Thank you very much. What a compliment, Bruce Willis, William. That's pretty good. I'm not sure who people are going to say that I look like, but I'd like to start off by just recognizing a few thank yous and before I begin my comments. And first, I'd like to really just say, General Ratno, thank you so much for the invitation here. To the Secretary, where's Des Lacey? Thank you so much. Pleasure meeting you. I look forward to getting to talk to you a little bit more. Also, the President, former NYPD detective, of course, William, Bruce Willis. Happy to meet you. Look forward to talking and trading some stories about NYPD with you. In particular, I'd like to recognize General Galosi for being here. Thank you very much. And also our FBI team and Robert Lafferty from the LEGAT team here. Thank you so much for all the work that you've done. I know that David and Ratia also really worked hard on that. And then particularly Nelia Bell. I don't know where Nelia is sitting here, but Nelia, for the FBI, she did a lot of work to put this together, so thank you very much, Nelia. She's amazing and really appreciate that. And really another special thank you for DITRA for helping sponsor and helping make this possible. Thank you. I'll try to be brief because I know we have an agenda. I'm kind of known for running long, so I'm going to see if I can break that trend. But really, I just want to say what an amazing group of individuals that are assembled here. In my mind, when I think about the work that's being done by all of you and the agencies that you represent, it really is an incredibly impactful tool when it comes to mitigating all of the threats that we're facing. And I was flying over here and thinking about what I would say, and I think, in a lot of the conversations that we are in, we start hearing this notion about the world is getting smaller. We're getting more connected because of the internet. We're hearing about AI and machine learning and a lot of the tools that can be used. And this kind of refrain that keeps coming that the world keeps getting smaller. I landed about an hour ago. This is a very big world that we live in. And I can tell you that, in my opinion, I kind of differ with that. The world's actually getting bigger. The threats that we're facing are actually getting bigger. The complexity of those threats is getting bigger. The coordination and the number of adversaries and threat actors that we're facing is getting bigger. It's a serious problem that we have. The FBI is an incredibly powerful organization. We have an incredible amount of resources. Funding isn't what it used to be, but we have a lot of funding. We cannot do it by ourselves. Even with all the might of our partnerships with other agencies in the United States, we simply cannot do it. The world's just getting too big for us to cover. It's too big for any one of the groups that's here to cover by themselves. That is principally what I wanted to discuss with all of you now. What are we going to do to be able to mitigate the threats that we're facing? Continuously, new threats arise. We have to try to be dynamic in the way that we face them. I submit to you that this RETRAINER and the National Academy, and particularly since I represent our International Operations Division, the international students of that National Academy represent the very tip of that spear that we need to be able to pierce through some of these criminal networks that are fortifying themselves. Because we know that criminal networks that used to never talk to each other are beginning to talk to each other. They're formalizing relationships. They're becoming friends with each other. They're collaborating. Not only are criminal networks beginning to collaborate that had never collaborated before, but state actors are either standing aside and allowing things to occur in their nations or actively supporting these criminal networks to enrich themselves. And then when you add the layer of terrorism on top of that, and the notion that we have terrorists who are now collaborating with transnational organized crime networks to try to increase their funding streams by getting involved in drug sales or illicit crimes. So it's pretty daunting, but there's good news about this big world of ours. We are part of that too. There's greater resources for us to draw from. We aren't just individual countries. We're a network, we're a collaborative group of people that can come together. And as the world gets kind of bigger, the way I see it, the way the FBI sees it, the number of resources that are available to unite against these threats increases also. And it really just comes down to fostering relationships. In some cases, we need to strengthen relationships that we've already developed. And in many cases, we need to identify relationships that haven't existed, and we need to build those relationships in order to be able to have that impact. I submit to you that Asia is very, very relevant in the future of law enforcement and mitigating the threats that terrorize this world. It's something that is commonly discussed within the FBI at the director level, something that we discuss with our partners in other agencies within the United States. And so for that, I'm very happy to see this very strong network of people that are already here, that already understand what it means to be a part of the National Academy Association, the brotherhood that the FBI represents, and the brotherhood that all of our law enforcement represent. I'll be honest, I was supposed to arrive yesterday, but when I heard that you guys had a big workout, I decided to delay my flight one day, so I didn't have to work out with you guys. Thank you very much for hosting us. This is incredibly important. It's an incredible tool. Relationships and partnerships, collaboration, communication, all of that is absolutely instrumental in the fight against the threats that we face. And what I'd like to say is that the relationships that we have already built and the relationships that we haven't even understood that are about to be built are absolutely going to be at the forefront of everything that we need to do when it comes to mitigating threats. So with that, very much appreciate the welcome. Look forward to getting to talk to you guys throughout the next few days, and thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much once again to Mr. Jason Kaplan.
And since Mr. Kaplan say that many things happen on this world, and this is a big world, ladies and gentlemen, there are many things going wrong on this planet. Only few people have chance to fix it. You and I are included in that few. Big hand for all of us. And all of this going through communication, coordination, collaboration, commitment, continuation, and controlling.
So that's the key, right?
Yeah.
And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, as our gratitude for your strong support for the whole partnership, we would like to present you something which is very special this morning, a traditional performances from Bali.
Just to decrease the adrenaline a little bit, be relaxed a little bit, and enjoy the nature of Bali. The atmosphere of Bali always offers something different to all of us. What is that?
Indeed, because your visit, your journey to Bali Island will not be complete yet if you haven't enjoyed a beautiful traditional Balinese performances. So this is known as the Pendet dance. Have you ever heard about the Pendet dance?
Pendet dance, how you describe it? It's about what?
So, it's a welcoming dance, ladies and gentlemen. It is very popular in Bali, and it will show you the extraordinary richness of Balinese beauty. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please give a big hand to Pendet Dance.
Let's enjoy.
National Academy Associates Asia Pacific Chapter 2025, Brigadier General Ratno Kunchoro, along with
Assistant Director of FBI, Mr. Jason Kaplan,
the International President of FBI National Academy Associates Asia Pacific Chapter 2025, Mr. William Carbon,
Deputy Chief of Bali Regional Police, Brigadier General Ikomang Sandi Arsana. Please step forward.
Please kindly be up on the stage for the official opening of the 2025 FBI National Academy Associates Asia Pacific Chapter Conference. We will witness, ladies and gentlemen, the official opening, which is marked by the striking of the gong by the President of FBI National Academy Associates Asia Pacific Chapter 2025, Brigadier General Ratno Kunchoro. On my countdown, ladies and gentlemen, in 3, 2,
1.
1, let's give a round of applause.
So this time is marking the official opening.
Congratulations! The 2025 FBI National Academy Associates Asia Pacific Chapter Conference has now officially opened.
Please remain on the stage for the group photo.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in giving a round of applause as a congratulations for the official opening.
Thank you, Excellencies. You may return to your seat.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you may return to your seat.
As we have concluded the opening session of the 2025 FBI National Academy Associates Asia Pacific Chapter Conference. And now the VVIPs will continue to have a press conference at the foyer area because we have our press that joining us, and we would like to also inform all of the public that we have such an important agenda here during the 2025 FBI National Academy Associates Asia Pacific Chapter Conference. So may we invite all of the VIPs for the press conference.
Press conference.
And for others, all delegation, please remain here in this room because we will wait for a while during
Maintain
the
the
press
silence.
conference. Yes,
Yeah.
correct. And then after that, we will continue with the next agenda. Thank you so much once again. Let's give a round of applause to
All of us.
VIPs and all of us as well. Thank you for joining us. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, please remain here in the ballroom. We will continue with the next agenda after this because the press conference is still happening at the foyer area. And then after that, once the press conference is already finished, we would like to invite everyone to have a photo session or photo group later on, right?
Yeah.
You have something to be announced, please.
This is not on the agenda. Thank you all for coming. For those who don't know me, my name is Des Lacey. I'm the Secretary Treasurer of the Asia Pacific Chapter of the FBI National Academy Associates and have done this for a little while, like 20 years. At the moment, as was mentioned, they're having a press conference outside, so rather than us all go outside and be making a lot of noise, we'll just wait here for a moment, and what we'll do is then we'll be guided to a stairwell that's not very far away where we're going to do the group shot. So we'll do a group photo of everybody and then we'll do just the graduates. So we'll do 2 lots of shots, but we have to be pretty organised because there's a lot of people. This is probably one of the biggest conferences we've had in a long time. There is over 240 registered graduates and guests and also a number of our Indonesian National Police, and we welcome them and thank them. There's a few things going to happen today. We're going to start the presentations after morning tea, and then this evening when we finish about 5 p.m. For those who've read their little sheet, we're going to travel by bus into Kuta to have a gala dinner, which is a business dress at Discovery, the resort.
Correct.
Correct?
Correct. Perfectly.
Oh, I thought they were going to chastise me then. And so we need to be ready by 6:30 to be in the bus turnaround area. Now I know our presenters here Our MCs will remind us of this, but I thought I'll get in early and then they can remind you later on. And thank you for a wonderful job that you're doing. Well done. I do apologise for this morning. It's probably the most unusual opening you've ever seen, where we've had some sponsors up first before we've had the opening ceremony. But we had a few logistical errors and we wanted to wait for Mr. Kaplan, who only just arrived this morning. So thank you for your indulgence. And while we're talking about sponsors, we have a number of sponsors outside who've supported this chapter for a long time. So please have a talk to them, introduce yourselves. We really appreciate the efforts that our sponsors do, because we can't host these sort of conferences without them. But I'd also like to recognise our guests from DITRA, from DOD. It is DOD, isn't it, Lieutenant Colonel Silvana? Is it? Yep. They have been wonderful to us, and without them, many of you sitting there would not have been able to come. And of course, we also have Indo-Pacific Command, who supported us for many years and are still supporting us. So it's wonderful to have these people who can support us, because as you know, many of us would not be able to afford to come to these conferences, but their support has helped us bring us together and keep our network very, very strong. On the last day, we're going to have a closing ceremony. That's where we will exchange gifts. If any country has any gifts to exchange, you need to talk to Tiffany in the Secretariat so we can program it, and then we will be issuing the certificates for attendance. And then if we have time, we'll have a small general meeting for the Asia Pacific chapter of the FBI National Academy Associates. And that's a good chance you can vote me out if you like, if someone else wants the job. But thank you again. I wasn't mentioned this morning, we have Mr. Carbone and his wife Phyllis Carbone, who is the National President, just sworn in a few weeks ago. But we also have our first Vice President, Jim Gallagher and his wife Kim, down here. And we also have our second Vice President, Larry Dias and his wife Linda. So make yourself known to them, because you'll see them in the next few years. So that's all from me. So just have a little chat with each other, and then when we can leave, we will go. Thank you. And have morning tea after we have the photo. Thank you.
Thank you so much to make our job even easier, because you already explained the whole agenda.
He mentioned everything
yes. Thank you so much once again, Mr. Das. Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, yes, as mentioned, later on we will cue you to the group photo session right in front of the Karangasem Ballroom. There will be staffs or also the committee that will lead you to the exact point for the photo group, right?
Yeah.
Don't forget to prepare your smile for the group picture sessions later on. And then after that, once we finish the photo session, we'll be back here again at the exhibition area at the foyer for the coffee and tea break, as well as you can stop by at the exhibition area.
Yeah.
And before we start, of course, the panel session of our conference. So please wait for a while. After we finish the press conference, we will guide you for the photo session.
Yes,
Thank you so
you're
much.
right. Please wait for a moment.